Douma dragged me through the forest until we reached some sort of clearing. The night air was cool and crisp, but surprisingly, his hand was warm, and he held mine tightly. He swung me around in front of him as he came to a halt. He used the other hand to swiftly push my body against his. My eyes met with his chest, since he was so much taller than me, until I looked up into his beautiful rainbow eyes, which were already gazing down on me. "Wait right here, I'll be back," he said, and instantly he was gone, leaving me by myself. Why did he want to help me so badly? My mind flashed back to Guillaume, the boy my family hoped I'd marry someday. I was willing to give him a chance, but he never made me feel the way Douma was making me feel just now. My heart hurt Guillaume. He was the last one to see me alive, and he offered to walk me home. If I had just let him, maybe I would still be human. Douma had reappeared before my eyes, snapping me out of my thoughts. His face was bloody, and he was carrying human remains. "Here, eat. I'm not going to bring you food for much longer. You must learn to do this yourself." I was disgusted, but salivating at the same time. I didn't kill these humans, so I might as well eat them. One way or another, I'm going to hell. There's no denying that anymore. I thought to myself. "Ah, good girl," Douma exclaimed as I reached out for the limb. "You know the stronger you are, the more fun you and I can have," he said seductively, giving me a wink. My heart fluttered at his words. Trying to ignore what I was consuming, he and I both sat on the cool dirt across from another. You can also become a developed human blood art. "I'll let you witness mine later." He talked as if he were a god, as if I was in the presence of a divine being. I could see right through him, and I can't be the same girl I used to be. So I figured I could have some fun. I could play into his act he was painting for me. He couldn't kill me as far as I knew, so I wasn't scared of him. "You can use your blood demon art for anything, really. But I recommend you use it for defense. There's a group of disgustingly weak humans who want to hunt us down. I would be really sad if something were to happen to you." There was no sadness in his voice. When he spoke these words, he continued to babble on when it hit me. How can I eat humans to remain strong? How would I be able to justify taking the lives of innocent people? I would create a demon blood art that would euthanize and sick, terminally ill. It was still wrong, but it's the closest I could go to killing humans and being able to justify myself with it. "Are you listening?" Douma asked in annoyance. "No, sorry, but I'm listening now." "You have a lovely voice, Douma," I said, hiding my face for my blood demon art. I figured blowing smoke up his ass would be the only way to make him happy and tame. He blushed as I finished up eating what he had brought me. I felt stronger than before. Power coursed through my veins, and I could see where this could be intoxicating. Yet I kept my humanity. It was something I was proud of, but something I would have to learn to hide. "Aww. Thank you for bringing me this. I would like to show you my thanks, if you don't mind," I told him lustfully. I knew he was full of shit, but he was captivating, and my heart was empty. I wanted to fill it with love. I craved it more than human flesh, even if it wasn't real. And just how are you going to do that? He asked, specific. He cocked an eyebrow, even though I was pretty sure he knew what was coming. Using my new strength, I leaped onto his body, wrapping my body around his. I thought I would knock him over, but he stiffened his body so that he was still sitting up. He had a puzzled look on his face, yet his arms and hands found their way onto my back. His lips curled up into a smile. You just can't get enough, can you? I answered him with a kiss, and quickly he deepened it. He forced his tongue into my mouth, but I welcomed it, and I dug my nails into his back, wanting to hurt him, knowing that he would easily regenerate. His grip on my waist tightened after I dug my nails into him, and he pulled away from my lips. His eyes narrowed as I had pissed him off. He was only inches from my face when he leaned into my ear and laughed with an evil laugh. Are you trying to hurt me? He whispered in a cunning voice. Don't forget, I can hurt you too, he said devilishly as he used one of his hands to grip my neck, slightly choking me. He then sunk his teeth into my shoulder while the other hand clenched my thigh. I winced in pain from his bite as he removed his teeth and licked the blood that dripped from my shoulder. He seemed to like seeing me in pain since he smiled while the wound healed itself. He released his tie around my neck and used that hand to push my lips back onto his. He and I explored each other's mouths and bodies for a while. His lips were soft, and his movement was so fluid. He was in control, and I simply followed, even though half of his words he spoke were lies. By the way he kissed me, he gently seemed to enjoy it, and so I did. I wanted more. He had pulled my dress into different directions, exposing parts of my skin that were once covered, and all I wanted to do was tear his shirt off. I figured that would get me in trouble, so I refrained, but I tugged at the collar of his turtleneck and even slipped my hand under the bottom of the hem of it, feeling the skin that covered his toned abdomen. But eventually, I noticed the night sky beginning to brighten up. It's almost sunrise, I said against his lips, which didn't want to leave mine. When he finally pulled away, he made a pouty face. Well, I've finally found someone I can have fun with, and one I can't kill, he added, laughing maliciously. I finally climbed off of him and stood up, him towering over me. I must go, but I'll find you again soon. Promise me you'll only be mine, he said as he lifted my face up with his long finger. Sure, I began. I doubt I'll find another demon as hot as you. I merely said that to flatter him, once again playing the game he got me riled into. His eyes twinkled. Be a good demon while I'm gone. I'll know if you haven't eaten. And with that, he was gone in a flash. Realizing that he never trained me or taught me anything that he said he would about fighting and defending myself, we simply just made out the majority of the time. I ran back to the cabin where I was seeking shelter back before Douma found me. I would practice my blood demon art in the cabin during the day and through the night until I mastered it, which I hoped wouldn't take long, since I was determined. I would also sleep, so that I would hold onto some sort of energy while I practiced. I was nervous to eventually have to show Douma my art, since he wouldn't understand that I wanted to be merciful. But regardless, I was eating humans, so he'd have to just deal with it.